From screenplay to novel with D.J. Hershey, William Hovey Smith, 2025.
This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman, and we have just completed an interview with Mr. Hershey, and this is a conjunction of the Peachtree Village International Film Festival, which will be coming up. And I will be presenting there and doing a table read, as well as participating in the pitch contest before real live producers.
How you doing, Hovey?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, and thanks very much for asking.
Hey, thank you for coming. You know, it's crazy getting around in Atlanta, and I appreciate you spending time with us today and get to know what you got going on.
Yeah, we had the usual traffic tie-ups coming in, as almost always. So it's nice that you had a large window of time to do this.
You know, nowadays we got to, because you never know what you're going to get with Atlanta traffic in itself. But you know what? You're here. Let's get to know Mr. Smith. So, in this industry, how long have you been in the film industry?
I started off early, in the 1970s. And we were doing newspaper and magazine stuff, and then progressed to outdoor books, then to business books, then novels to screenplays. Okay. Backyard Deer Hunting is one of my outdoor books. Mm-hmm. And then, when I could physically no longer do that, then I started writing business books.
Okay.
And my most recent of those is using AI to make your own job anytime, anywhere, at any age. And then, when I thought I had said what I needed to say there, mm-hmm. I started doing novels. I've written 3 novels, mm-hmm. and from novels to screenplays. Now, I do things very unusually. I write the screenplay first.
Okay.
I use the screenplay as an outline, say 120 pages, mm-hmm. and then I go and do the novel, then write the better screenplay. Oh. Using the novel to flesh out all the characters, all the backgrounds, think seriously about new stuff to bring in, mm-hmm. and then make a really good screenplay. Okay. But it was the primary screenplay, the first screenplay, the preliminary screenplay, mm-hmm. that actually placed in the festival. And as a first ranked choice, I will be doing a table read. I will also be doing a pitch session, which is not something I never thought of before.
I see that.
Looking at the entire thing from a producer's point of view, which was significant to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, screenwriting, maybe 5 years.
Okay, all right. So 5 years of screenwriting, and your process starts at screenplays.
Yes, screenplay is 120 pages or so. Mm-hmm. The present one, this one that we are speaking of, is 115 pages. So it's within those constraints. Mm-hmm. And it has a reasonable number of scenes compared to some. But its unfortunate thing is this is a very high budget thing, mm-hmm. or would be. So we're looking at alternative ways to do it. One would be to break it up in a 3-part series.
Okay.
The other would be to eliminate some sections first off, or very early on. And the third would be to do it as an animated movie, which would be done about half the cost.
That's interesting. I can see that one.
And have an animated movie for adults.
Mm-hmm.
And they are doing such things now, particularly in Iceland, would you believe?
Really?
Really.
Okay.
So they're making adult animated films.
Right, paint that picture. Just specifically, I guess it's very popular in Iceland, because I've never seen it too much over here.
Well, it's done because the Well, the Icelandics, being Nordic, are a frugal bunch.
Okay.
So they do a science fiction thing with spaceships and space battles and all of this. And all that is, of course, animated.
Right.
But the scenery is shot with real people in Iceland.
Okay. Okay.
And being a geologist professionally, that excites me
Wow.
because we're really looking at Iceland geology
Okay.
and scenes. Not been to Iceland and don't really plan to film there. But, yeah, a great concept that's in the process in Europe, but not so common here.
Okay. All right. So it seems like it's up to you to bring it here. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yes, sir. Would you like to hear about the plot?
Yes, please. Tell us.
Okay. What the plot is that we have a person who is very conflicted.
Okay.
He saw his father killed in front of him. He killed a Russian commissar and 2 troopers in self-defense.
Okay.
He had to flee. He fled in the Siberian wilderness. He was a person of religious faith. And he wanted to do good. And he's wound up killing 2 people, one of which was a young guy who begged for his life, and he shot him anyway. Finished him. He burned the whole mess down. Spent the winter trapping in the Siberian wilderness. Was mauled by a brown bear. Had to escape. He wanted to get to Ukraine to try to defeat whatever Putin was trying to do. He and his father were dissidents. And so he goes down the river and he camps. He is grabbed by this brown bear, punctured in the shoulder, shoots himself in the foot, sets his tent on fire, and then is hosted by a native family.
Okay.
Now, those natives, like the American Indians, have been living on that land for generations.
Okay.
Their structure they live in is a one-room round building built of stone and bone and hides and wood.
Okay.
The only modernity to it is they do have a steel stove in there now instead of a central fire pit.
Okay.
And they do have a couple of windows. But during the Arctic winter, everybody lives in that house together in one room. Everybody sees everything,
Okay.
including the parents having sex. And the children, are not very disturbed about it. This is just like chopping wood or anything else.
Okay.
I mean, there's no other place to do it unless you're going to go out and have sex in 20 degrees below zero weather, which doesn't sound very exciting.
Well, I get that, but I also don't want to see my parents having sex either. But that's just me.
But that's that culture.
Right.
And they leave him with an animistic doll for protection,
Okay.
their house spirit. So he proceeds to go further downriver because the guy who he's staying with has furs to trade. He's been trapping, he has furs, and he also finds an ivory tusk,
Okay.
mastodon ivory, which is considerable value.
Yes.
He's had to cut it up, unfortunately, to put it in his boat.
Okay.
But, so the guy says, well, he knows a Chinese trader who will buy. He's a member of a Chinese tong. And so they find the ship, they go on board. The ship looks like the grungiest looking freighter you've ever seen on the outside.
Okay.
But he's expected. And they go inside, and it's absolutely lavish. They're taken inside. They're given the opportunity to bathe. Barber comes in and shaves them. They offer cigars and bourbon or whiskey. And then they go in and meet Mr. Wu, who is the trader. He's dressed in a sharp captain's outfit. And so they meet him. And the ivory is spread out on the table. He's going to value that while his fur buyer upstairs is getting the value of both men's furs.
Okay.
Well, a piece of the tusk, one piece is missing. The smallest piece is missing.
Okay.
We doesn't like that very much. So he sends his #1 man down to find out what's going on and take care of it. As all of a sudden some bloodthirsty screams on the deck below.
Okay.
He finds this guy who stole it, kills him most brutally, brings him the hands back with his heart on a silver platter, and places it before a Chinese figure who represents fair dealing. Also in there, you have a Buddha, and you have the Chinese god, or rather the Indian god of wealth, overlooking all of these transactions. So to make up for this affront to the guests, he arranges for them to stay in one of his hotels in the next largest city down the Amur, which is a huge river. It's the size of the Mississippi.
Okay.
Big river. Well, they go in, and, well, Guy frankly wants a drink. So he goes down in the bar, and there's only one person at the bar. And this is a fellow, obviously a Jew. We are in the Jewish Autonomous Republic.
Oh, wow.
There is such a thing
Okay.
in Russia. And he is a Jew. And he is dressed in his traditional Jewish garb. And he is blind drunk. And the guy, he almost falls off the stool, and Petrov, our hero here, in Petrov's escapes, Petrov turns him around, and guess what? He looks exactly like him in the face. Wow! How the hell did that happen? Well, there are doppelgangers, so-called.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so he has one, and there he is. And this doppelganger is getting drunk because he's supposed to report to the Russian army for induction
Oh, wow.
in 3 days. So Petrov thinks, well, we'll substitute. I'll take his place. That will get me to Ukraine, where I want to be. I want to fight against Putin's aim of world domination. I believe in the Russian Federation Constitution, which is a free association of republics, not a coerced one.
Okay.
That's what my father believed. That's what I believe. But he has to get new ID papers. He leaves with nearly $1 million, well, 1 million rubles
Okay.
in cash, in a duffel bag. He can't carry this with him. He's got to get a credit card. He's got to get a new ID. And his look-alike has green eyes, or has brown eyes, rather, and he has green eyes.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're the same. Well, at any rate, okay, so the guy takes him to his father. His father is a very well-established Jewish merchant. Been there for generations. And so he agrees. So Wu, the smuggler, takes Yoni, his son, Yoni Rabinovich, out through China, or agrees to.
Okay.
Whereas Petrov, now with his head shaved and with brown lenses, brown contacts, reports for induction, or supposed to, once he gets his paperwork. Because without paperwork, you can't do anything in Russia. You can't travel, you can't open a bank account unless you have proof of identity.
Okay, understand that.
So they go to get his identity card. And lo and behold, the new identity card, even though he's there ostensibly with his father, is rejected because the fingerprints don't match.
Oh, okay. All right.
But the guy says, well, I burned my hands, you see, in that fire, and that's why they don't match. So the guy superimposes the fingerprints. And guess what? Except for the scars, they do match. They are really brothers.
Wow.
How in the world did that happen? Well, at that time when they were born, that part of Russia was being very poorly funded. To keep the clinics alive, to keep them operating, they would occasionally sell children. So the parents had twins, and both twins survived.
Obviously.
But the one with the green eyes was more valuable
Because of the eye tint.
because they sold him to the people he thought were his parents. And that's why his stepfather was always so cold to him, because he wasn't really his father. But this guy is. He is a Jew.
Wow.
And he has to now pass for a Jew. So he has 3 days to become a Jew. All right.
That's all?
3 days.
And the plot thickens.
And the plot thickens.
Wow. You know what? So it seems like this is going to be a great read for the festival. Looking forward to that one. So your table read is that's Saturday at 2 p.m. I see.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So once we get into the festival details, are you looking forward to seeing this be put on screen?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Should I live so long?
Yeah. We're going to put that into information. We're going to put that in. We're going to make it. And
Well, I hope to make it for another decade.
Yes. Yes.
We're working towards that.
No, I'm looking forward to this one. And in additional, with your pitch, I mean your table read and the pitch, what else are you looking forward to seeing and experiencing for Peachtree International Film Festival?
Well, it's challenging me muchly, because I've looked at the screenplay and the novel from a writer's point of view.
Okay.
And now I'm having to reverse roles and look at it from a producer's and filmmaker's point of view.
Yeah.
So how can we film this thing successfully? What's the least expensive way to do it? What's the best way to do it to get across the message? And hence the possibility of doing an adult animated feature for much less cost.
Yeah.
We can get the whole thing in one film rather than chopping out people and subplots and all of this.
Okay.
So that's the sort of thing I'm interested in. And maybe we can get that done.
Well, you know what? With Peachtree Village, I don't think it's a maybe. It's one thing that I have very been familiar with them is that it's pretty much a one-stop shop for all creatives. If you have any ideas that you want to get across, if they're not there in front of you, there's somebody that knows somebody that has it. So I do see a lot of success in this this project that you have here, Hovey, and we're looking forward to seeing more from you. For our listeners, where can we find you, and where can we get any of your books that you may have?
Well, both are very simple.
Okay.
www.hoveysmith.com, and that'll take you to my website.
Okay.
I have 1,100 YouTube videos up,
Nice.
posted one today, and you can see those on the Hovey Smith channel. But basically, all you have to do is Google Hovey videos, and you'll get 6 pages of stuff on Google.
Good. Well, Hovey, we want to thank you for taking some time to see us today, and we're looking very much forward to all of the things that you got creative coming up. So you're welcome anytime, and we're looking forward to seeing the success from all your creative gifts.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, I want y'all to applaud Hovey Smith. This is your boy, Core DJ Hershey, 93.9 Power Hits Radio. It's the KISS Radio Morning Drive. It is Peachtree Village International Film Festival weekend, and we got more for you. Talk to you soon.